I'm gonna hand this answer over to Danielle because it's all I hear from Danielle, just on her opinions on, and the huge thing is always around testing. Like, you will never know unless you test out the different formats and creatives.
Yes. So looking at ad formats first, there's a variety of ad formats that you can be using. You know, and every brand's different, so you might test a few different ones. So you've got things like carousel ads, collection ads, static imagery, video, biggie. Even creating slideshows. If you've just got static images, it's another format to test. And again, it's just using a variety of them within your campaigns and really finding out what works for your audience. For example, if you're an e-commerce like brand, you've got a lot of products to show, different collections, collection ads, you know, you can really showcase a lot of products, and it's a good way as well to increase your average order value. And then creatives as well, like not all brands obviously have a bank of creatives, but if you do, brilliant. And those by creatives mean lifestyle imagery, product images. If you're a retailer that stocks other brands as well, this is a good way to show those other collections. And it really is a good way to increase the average order value. We've seen massive success with collection ads, especially when retargeting our customers who are already familiar with the brand. And another good one as well, which a lot of customers don't tend to take advantage of, is user-generated content.
Yeah, so like user-generated content is huge, and it's become such a huge thing since the pandemic, I think, where brands couldn't go out because of things like lockdowns, or you couldn't get the creative that they need to then be pushing their products online. So it was them realising more and more how valuable it becomes for organic, so using people's organic posts, repurposing those and using their creatives, obviously when you've got the permission of them, but to then repurpose for a social ad, and I think it works so well.
What's the point of an ad not being an ad? You don't realise that you're
scrolling and seeing an ad. Like, it looks so organic because it came organically anyway. It started out that way. And I think just we see so many stats coming through from our partners. So I know there was one a few weeks ago, I think it was 1 in 3 shoppers actually do end up purchasing if they've engaged with an ad that came from user-generated content. So it's just showing, I think people buy from people, so seeing that organic.
And like, it might work, it might not work, and this is the beauty of it. Like, you have to test. So you've got user-generated content, you've got your lifestyle imagery, you know, maybe from professional shoots, video content, testing all of those different things within the different ad formats to see what really resonates with your audience, because what might work for one brand doesn't work for another, and what might work one month won't work for another month. So you have to be constantly testing.
Like you came to me
all the time, but always test. Like, even for me, like, what I know what works for one brand, I can't stay and think like that, and
it'll always work for every single sort of brand in that industry.
Like, you have to just constantly be thinking, I need to test if this works now, even if it didn't work 3 months ago, it might work now. So it's just always test. So another thing to mention, I think, about video content, not just the short form video, is just making sure it's accessible to everybody. So not only you know, people who are deaf or hard of hearing, you know, usually the majority of people, I reckon, have just sat scrolling either on a bus, train,
or at home, like on the sofa on night.
Or, you know, in the office. People don't have the sound on probably most of the time. So if you can make sure that your ads cater for those people, you know, it's the best thing possible, because you're not going to waste budget by showing it to people who just aren't going to engage.
Keep that message,